Hello, this is Jenny Love from the Jenny Love Show. We are so excited about bringing this show into your home and life. We talk about real life issues to help you with everyday issues. We also talk about fun, entertaining things that will entertain you as well. Our mission is to make a show that you can enjoy and look forward to watching on a regular basis. Now today we're going to be talking about a topic that we hear oh so often, divorces and breakups. It seems like that's all we hear today. Someone's about to call it quits. Does love even exist anymore? Well, we just don't know. Do we as people truly believe in love anymore? That's why on the Jenny Love Show today we're going to be talking about the facts of divorce and how you could possibly save your marriage from a devastating end. Stick around. Divorce! Now, divorce can be a real emotional situation for a lot of people. And some people are glad to get out of a bad situation. So let us think on how it first starts out. We go out and we meet someone for the very first time. They seem like they're a really nice individual. You're liking their swag. You're liking the cologne that they wear. And so you date them for a year or two. Then the big question is, will you marry me? And you being so in love with this person, you kindly say yes. You get married, years pass on, then you start to notice a change in the relationship. All the romantic things that used to take place doesn't take place anymore. The long hot baths that you used to have together, the long dinner dates that you would have. You don't communicate like you used to. You all don't go out like you used to. There's not much of the words, I love you, being said. You used to say, I love you before you left out for work or before you went to bed. Those words are not even being used anymore. Now, there's plenty of ways for a relationship to go wrong. There are a number of reasons. Here are a few of these reasons. Lack of communication, incompatibility, abuse, mental illness, infidelity, money, addiction, sexual problems, differences in religion. Now, statistics say that 49% of marriages in the USA end in divorce. Now, 82% will reach the 5th anniversary, but only 52 will celebrate a 15-year marriage. Now, the old saying goes, age ain't nothing but a number, meaning age doesn't really matter when it comes to things in life. Well, newsflash, it does matter. Under the age of 25, they're more likely to get a divorce. Now, as you get older, the divorce rate begins to drop, but it does not drop completely. Second and third marriages are also more likely to end in divorce. Second marriages, the divorce rate is 67%, and the third marriage jumps up to 74%. Some people live together before making that big commitment. Does that make the relationship better by testing the waters? Living together before getting married increases the risk of divorce. Currently, about 2/3 of couples live together before they get married. Making that big commitment of getting married, around the 7-year mark, about 21% of those couples were still living together. Well, we can see that living together before getting married is not the way to go. But, sure not the least. But about the children, that's mostly important. How will they deal with the situation of mommy and daddy breaking up? I have something here that I would like to share. It says that preschool children may have the actions of believing that they were cause of the breakup between their parents because of what has happened. Children that are older have pains, concern about their parents' breakup. There also have been cases where teenagers tend to become bulimic and anorexic. They tend to hold on to those problems and they feel like they were the cause. And so anorexic and bulimia, kids joining gangs, those are some of the causes for young adults, kids that are in high school. That is why parents should take time out to explain to the children about the problems and what's going on. Ignoring your children through a divorce is not the healthiest choice to make for your children or child. About half of the children will witness a divorce. Of these kids, nearly half will witness a second divorce. Now that in itself can be devastating to the children emotionally, and it will carry on into how your child grows as an adult, how they will interact in a relationship. So we just have to really be careful on the decisions that we make in life, because not only is it affecting us, but it affects our children. Helping your child understand issues regarding custody, visitation, and division of primary assets. Your children or child may not understand why we don't have the car we have, why we don't live in the house that we live in. It's just a number of things. So again, the children also will be affected by a divorce. And so that's why we wanted to have this show today. If you are headed or you think you're headed towards a divorce, this is very important. Do all that you can to prevent going through a divorce. Try counseling. It is very important. Our children are really our future, and how they are affected as a child will promote what they put out. So again, if you are going or thinking about divorcing, I recommend that you get some kind of counseling before. Not only are you being affected, the child is. Now, everything in going through a divorce isn't always going to be easy if you decide to go on with your divorce. But you have to remember to make the right steps so that everyone that goes through a divorce, it won't turn out bad. There have been cases where people go through divorces smoothly. If you have a lot of assets, again, it will be really hectic divorce. So those are some things you might want to consider. Okay, I have something else that I would like to share with you. These statistics are startling to me. Check this out. There are more than 15 million kids in the United States that will witness a divorce. About half of these children will witness a second divorce. 15 million children. Oh my gosh, those numbers are outrageous. Since divorce tends to bring out the worst in people, which is normal when you're going through such a difficult situation, many of these children will carry the pains of these divorces through life. And it also will affect them in their future relationships. So people, if you are going through a divorce or thinking about a divorce, think about those numbers. Those are outrageous. Helping your child understand issues regarding divorce will also help.